Hey guys, Ken Irons for DogtoonMedia here, and I am greeted with a NaughtyDog employee. Now this is really cool. I'm kind of a fanboy. I gushed already off camera. We can't talk about that though. So please introduce yourself, tell us what you're doing, and tell us what you guys are doing here.
Sure. I'm Arne Meyer. I'm the community strategist at NaughtyDog. So we work on The Last of Us. And what we're doing here is we actually brought a press demo that we had from late January out to PAX East so that all of our fans can actually get their first hands on the game.
Now, how do you feel about PAX? Like, is this your first year here? Have you been here before?
I've been to PAX East since it first started.
Oh,
so,
okay.
We're real big fans of PAX East. Actually, the last, I guess this is the 4th year, so the last 3 years, we had a couple panels, but we've never really been able to bring a game. It's always fallen at kind of an awkward time of year for our game releases. We release in the fall, so
right.
Spring for us, like, it's really early in the game cycle, in the game development cycle for us. But it worked out really well that The Last of Us is coming out sort of in the late spring, early summertime period. So we're able to bring a demo out, and it's great to have a booth here for the first time.
So I don't know if you want to kind of circle around a little bit. We are set up here in the booth. The booth looks amazing. It looks terrifying, actually. It's kind of cool. You guys are set up. I love the PlayStation thing overhead. I love everything that you guys have set up here. In the demo, what does the demo take place? Like, what exactly is the demo?
Sure, the demo that we brought here, it takes place about 2 or 3 hours into the game. So, you know, you're still really sort of at the beginning of the game. And what happens is Joel and Ellie and Joel's partner Tess, they all live inside of this quarantine zone. Back, you know, sort of with civilization having been collapsed from this fungal infection, a lot of the human survivors, in an effort to sort of survive together, the military was able to set up these cities that are all quarantined off from the rest of the world, but the rest of the country, so they can sort of stave off the assaults from the infected humans. And it's great to come to PAX East with it because the demo that we have actually takes place in Boston.
Very cool, very cool.
So that's where the game starts. So Joel and Tess both run in sort of the black market in this quarantine city. You know, they run guns and like whatever supplies they can get, so they get sort of a leg up because everything's being rationed, sort of very much of a police state.
Right, yeah, I mean, I do that too, but it's different.
Right. And so they get a job, and their job is to smuggle Ellie outside of the quarantine zone to basically meet this resistance group, or, you know, a group that doesn't really believe in like the police state environment. All sorts of things go wrong, and that's sort of what sets Joel and Ellie off into their journey across the United States. The demo here takes place just as they've made it outside of the walls of the quarantine zone, and they're in an area that's been bombed out by the military, you know, when the infection started to spread, in an effort to sort of eradicate the infection and sort of create this demilitarized zone between the rest of the country and the quarantine zone as well. So like there's like collapsing buildings, like nature started to overgrow. If you're from Boston or you visit the Northeast a lot, there's going to be a lot of familiar landmarks. And, you know, there's like T signs. You know, some of the buildings will look familiar. So it's not a block by block recreation, but you'll get some feeling that you know, it does take place up here.
Well, we're from the Northeast, so we're very happy about that. So thank you guys for that. Now, I was looking over the demo. I've been following this forever. I read every magazine on it because it looks like you guys have finally created the ability to recreate the human connection inside of a video game. And I mean, that's what a lot of games we feel have lost. You know, a lot of games are great, they're entertaining, you know, you can go out there, shoot everyone, rocket launcher everyone, do everything, and that fulfills a need. But I feel like what we lost from like the original Resident Evil days is that connection with the character, the fear that you feel when you're going to open that door and Nemesis is going to be on the other side and try to kill you. How does your game relate you to those characters? How does it put you in that situation?
I think one of the key ways, and one of the things that's been the Naughty Dog strength is, you know, the quality of our voice acting in both the cutscenes and you know, anytime the characters are talking during gameplay. the quality of those performances really lend to a really great sort of human aspect to what's happening. And you're getting to really feel that the characters that you're playing or the characters that you're interacting with are actually humans. Like, this situation is actually happening. I mean, one of the things that NaughtyDog was one of the pioneering forces for was doing voice and motion capture at the same time with all of the actors present. So everyone's playing off of each other. The energy levels are all the same. You know, there's not something that sort of gets in the way of having this natural performance. I think that helps so much to draw you as a player into empathizing with the characters or getting to feel with the characters as well.
Right, so you don't get that pre-recorded feel where it's like, I made a joke, then you laugh, and it doesn't really kind of fit the emotional spectrum there.
Yeah, and you're starting to just sort of really like the characters. You're beginning to understand what they're... don't break things, don't jump.
Didn't touch anything.
But, like, you know, it really brings you into who they are, because you're realizing that there is a human aspect to it, that they have almost high-dimensional personality. They're not out there just to survive or just to shoot, but they're feeling conflicted about certain things, or, you know, they have their own agenda, or, you know, especially with Joel and Ellie, like, they're thrust into this job together. Like, Ellie doesn't really trust him, Joel doesn't really want to be stuck with Ellie, or he just want to get this job done and out of the way with, and you're actually feeling them sort of go through that range of emotions.
Right, that's really cool. Thank you very much for all the time. When is your game coming out?
It comes out June 14th.
June 14th, guys. All right, make sure you guys check it out. What's the website to go to for them?
You can go to thelastofus.com, and I would also check out NaughtyDog.com, where our community is.
Really? You would have us check out Naughty Dog, right?
It would be nice if you would.
It would be, all right. Thank you very much. Absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Hey, man. Thank you.